Hey guys, how's it going? September 29th, 2020, and I think we're ready to begin, finally. It is working much better. I've already tried this out, so I'm happy with it now. It's not ideally what I wanted to have, but it's much more stable. It's going to require a lot of work to make it to look good, but that's okay. I'm up for the challenge, and I had to do that work anyways, so it wasn't like I wasn't going to do the work. I have to do the work if I'm ever going to release this. So we go into 09, 29, 20. I got so many routes here. Once I'm pretty sure, I've already started laying down the track, or realigning the track, let's say. I'll show you where I'm at there. So, might as well take you through a few things. I'm not going to give you the whole tour. I'll just give you an idea as to, what it looks like. So, what I've done is I have used a collage of the various map functions. So they go into more detail the closer they get to the track. They go to less detail the further they get away. So everything's fine here. I mean, from above you can see everything that you need to see. Everything's cool. Now, what you don't see is these UTM tiles, which is okay. I could potentially make it visible if I change a few things, I think. I don't know exactly how that works, but so you see when we're going down, you all of a sudden you're going to see it, right? So this is what the streets look like. They're not that visible the further away you get, but then when you get towards the actual track, although that's a bad example, you can see here now it's starting to show up a little bit better, although it's not perfect. I mean, as long as I know there's a street name there, I can build, and these are the buildings. So it's not perfect, but it is the best thing that I could do. This is actually painted onto the backdrop, or painted onto the baseboard, I should say. And you can see you got the escarpment up here. So it's got color to it. It looks fairly half decent, despite the fact that this is, well, actually, sorry, that's where the CP line is up there. And the further away you go from the tracks, I think it starts losing its I don't know what you're going to call it, but I mean, there's roads. I don't know if it has every single detail or what. You can tell those you can see the maps, the actual map show before the things get painted over, which is kind of funny. But so when I go F9 and I want to work on this, all of a sudden we get this again. That's all about placing scenery objects that are close to the tracks, making sure that the roads are in the proper positions closest to the tracks, and of course that's what's important. So as a tool, it's important for me to know where these are and place them up. As you can see, I went 3 wide just in case, but I didn't have to, but I did. And I mean, this is gorgeous. I would have loved to have had that in there and still been able to continue on with what I was doing, but it is what it is. And I can't, unfortunately, I don't see it when I'm into it. So see, that's without the baseboard, so it looks white there, or just a white there, and then you take that in, the paint comes back in, and then boom. It goes back, the lakes disappeared, all that other stuff, and I'm just working with rail line. So what I'm doing right now is I lined up this track over onto the north track. I'll have to add the south track in because I only put one base line down. And so far, then I have to deal with the grade and a few other things, but so far so good. I think it looks okay. Like I said, I'm not gonna show you the whole tour. Obviously, you know, it's not what I'd consider ideal, but at least I'm gonna be able to get the roads that I want and get an idea. Because I can always reference Google Earth. In fact, I'm going to be doing that in a second here. What kind of changed it all for me was the fact that I was having issues with the water, and that was basically the end of the line for me. Once I had the issues with the water, I was like, okay, I can't do that. Speaking of which, how far does this go out? It doesn't go out far enough, so that's okay. So of course, now I got to figure out, you know, what roads that. I can't even read what those roads are. But that's okay. I know the railway line's there. I know the highway's there. I know there's an interchange. I believe that's probably going to be... I don't know what that is. Pretty bad when you can't even read what the hell the names of the streets are supposed to be, but I know what they are. I'm just familiar with the areas, so I think that's Millen Road. Oh well, we'll figure it out once I get Google Earth in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the shoreline, make sure the water level. So what I want to do is get Google Earth in here, make sure I have the shoreline properly, and then I'm going to fill out Lake Ontario, get that scenic in, because that's the easiest thing I can do. So we'll go like that. And well, that's base maps. I might be able to use base maps again at some point too. It's not going to conform to the altitude, or I might have to keep it a little bit above, but I might use it. We'll have to see. I don't want that. What am I going for here? I wanted the thing that looked like a globe. That looks like... Oh, there it is. Okay. It's the globe, damn it. Alright. So this is the best representation I'm going to get as far as what the actual height of the water is. When the heights change quite rapidly, whether or not the DEM's accurate or not, it gets a little weird with the water sometimes. It has a chance of smoothing, so it may or may not be accurate. Like it could be more of a cliff as opposed to the other. So that'll be things that, you know, I'll have to rough out as I go along. Alright. So we're up this way right now. So what I'm looking for is to getting the Lake Erie, Lake Ontario water level. And it seems to get around 72 as it gets closer, and I don't know if that's the well, the only way is to find the beach. Not to mention, I can look at these various. It's not 434. I think it is. Well, that's Grimsby. Okay. So that's what that is. Okay, I know there's a beach up here. In fact, I think that'd be it right there. Okay, that's what we want. Are you kidding me? So that's telling me it's 77 meters. Oh, okay. So yeah, the beach level. That's fine. We can work with 77 meters. I might even put it down to 76. Okay, so 77 meters here. I'm going to take a look at the Niagara River, or maybe Welland Canal, or somewhere around there, just to make sure it's the same. It should be. I don't see why not. See, it goes lower down here, but I think that's actually the the depth, I think, which is really cool. Maybe not. It is here, though. It looks like it is here, and then it actually follows the depth, or it follows a contour, or something like that. Oh, yeah. Well, that says minus 10. That's scary. So you got sections of the lake that are below sea level? Really? I have no idea, but that's scary. I don't know how accurate that is. So I can't remember what I was at. 77? Yeah, we'll go with 77. I'm pretty sure that's what we're getting throughout. Oops. I was going to say I didn't recognize that coast. It's because it's not in Canada. I haven't explored much down that way. Alright, so what do we got over here? There's another beach over here. I think. Well, at least there's a shoreline or something. Now that drops off really quick. And you can see how it drops off. So that's kind of neat. I like that. I'll go with 77. I'm cool with that. I like the idea too that I can actually get the depth of the water, because the DEMs do not provide that, but apparently this does. Which is kind of cool to know. And I can get an approximate depth anyways. Alright, we'll go with 77. See how it looks. So over here, We're dealing with all this. I have no idea what those blue things are everywhere. Obviously that's a creek, but I'm pretty sure I saw what looks to be 20. Yeah. Or is it 34 or something? I can't tell. Doesn't matter. Okay, so now, we're going with 77. Gonna get the height. Now it says 74, which is a good sign. And that's not, because it's already too high, or it's too low actually. So that's going to wipe out most of that area right there. Well, not so much of that, but it's definitely going to wipe out a lot of this. I could try 76, but I really don't want to go too much lower. What's it saying it's at? I'll go with what it's saying. I don't mind it going a meter or two below. $74.84. There's a beach somewhere, which I think's around here. Okay, well, we'll go with the 74.84 and see what happens. Now, let's see. I'm not worried about the sensitivity. We'll just put it in here and see what happens here. See how bad it looks. I know there's some inward waterways here too, so. Okay, now I'm confused. Oh, I see. It doesn't dig any more than that. So what I got to do now is I have to dig this up. Okay. And I'm not worried about it being exact or whatever, as long as it's along that shoreline. So I wish I could fill a whole area, but this is the way you gotta do it, so. And if it's not perfect, I'm not too worried about that, as long as I can make it look realistic. Okay, so up along the shorelines, I'm going to have to get the radius down a little bit more, just to outline it. As far as the depth of the lake, I'm not worried about that. We're not doing a scuba diving simulator, so that's fine. I want to make sure Niagara Falls has a proper height, and the valleys don't look too deep and stuff like that. But the rest of it, these little inlets, I'll worry about. I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. It's background scenery for the most part. Like, I think those have little tiny islands, and like it's a marshy area, I guess, of some sort. See, I don't want to. I'm not worried about being perfectionist here. Just get it basically to hug the shoreline. I'm not even worried about that thing, whatever that is. So I'm going to do this with the whole entire shoreline until I run into an issue where I have to raise it. Because I already know we're going lower than what we're supposed to be, but that's okay. I'm alright with that. Because I really don't feel like raising the dam. Whoops, what happened there? That's interesting. So why is that like that? Oh, that's because we're getting by the tracks there. I see. That's fine. I have no idea what that is, so... How far away are we getting here? We're not getting too far, but... let's just try this for now. How about we try this, and then... we'll see how it looks, okay? So that's the end of the UTM is what that's doing, so... I'm just doing a thicker outline along the side here. I still got... I thought I did this all. You kidding me? Gotta go all the way down here? Yeah. I didn't think I had to do that. Wow, I got a long ways to go. Here, how about we come across here and just take a look, see what we got. Wow, that's maximum. That's hard to believe. I thought I could set the ground height or something on there. Maybe not. No, I remember. I gotta raise them all up. So we got tons of area out here. Before I get too carried away, I want to see what it looks like in this area here. Okay. Looks pretty good. Dude, the UTM's got holy crap, do I got a long ways to go. Where's the track end? Does it come out this far? Yes, it does. Good. So I want to be able to do a few tests as far as how far I can see into the water and stuff like that. Like how many baseboards of this do I really need as far as distance or visible distance. Okay, so let's go back to that. Where the hell am I here? Oh, no. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I don't want that. I want to get the height of, I think it was supposed to be 70. Can't remember where I was at for a height. 70. Oh, I see. I have it up there. So I did trace it. I just didn't start going into that black area. That's all I was worried about. Okay, perfect. Let's say I thought I went that far. Makes it so hard that you can't see any of it, right? Of course, I'm only going to do a little stretch just to see how it looks, and then I'll just apply it a little bit. Then I'll worry about the little creaks and all that other stuff later. Of course, everything up close to the track is going to be the important stuff, anyways, which is basically that UTM area and stuff like that. So. Love how the water just shallows up as it comes close to the shore too. Now I'm going to start just that little bit, and I'll fill up the rest with water. Boy, that looks good. Oh, I didn't know it worked that way. Well, that's much. So what do I have? Sensitivity? It gets it. Oh, I don't want that. I want it to. I want it to go nuts. Jeez. Well, that's much quicker. So that's not as sensitive. Makes sense. So we don't want it to be as sensitive. We just want the thing to go nuts. Alright. Getting there. Oh, wow, that's much easier. See, you learn something new every time. Of course, as I get closer, I gotta be careful. So I can push up right against it. And it gets a nice little position there. No, that's good. I like how that looks. Obviously, we got a long ways to go, but let's just see how it looks from here. Down here, of course, you can see it over the, well, that's on top of the escarpment, so that's really good. That's where I want to see if it, like, I can see the land base, so I don't see why I wouldn't be able to see it from further up. Now, where does the water stop showing is where I want to know. Or even the land, for that matter. Like, do I have to go way up here? Still see it in the distance. See, but now I'm probably too close to the ground anyways. I think it is. I think it's the ground getting in the way. So we're up above the escarpment there, and you wouldn't be able to see the lake from there anyways, so I'm cool with that. Now, I want to know what it looks like in the area here. Because I got a funny feeling see, so I cleared out the map by bringing it, or what did I do? Just trying to remember what I did. I added water. So what it ended up doing was it ended up clearing the UTM tile. But it's there. If I go like that, you can see it. And eventually I want to get that UTM tile out of there. All because the water level's there. It just doesn't like, it doesn't recognize the water above the the UTM tile is. Let me just check something here. But we know the water's there. And I'm trying to think. I think I had the same problem trying to dig underneath the UTM tile, which caused a problem where I was doing it before. So if I was to, say for example, just trying to think for an example here for if I wanted to paint an area, for example. So first of all, let me go to the track. Let me make sure I got the track. Yeah, there's a track right there. So okay, so I got track all the way down here. So let's just say this field here. I'm going to use this as a good example. So say I want to paint this field, and I'm going to undo this, but I'm going to try doing it anyways. Yeah, we'll go with this one here. Bring it down a bit. This is scala. Oh, there's the radius. Okay. So no matter what I've done, like the paint or whatever, eventually I got to get rid of that UTM is basically what it comes down to. And I kind of figured that. So you put the buildings in place, you make sure your track's in place, then you remove the UTM. So if I control Z, there we go. And I believe getting rid of the object is as easy as, let's see here. Should be as easy as this. I don't know for sure, but let's see. Yep. Kind of thought that would be the case. But of course that wipes that out, and we don't want that. So Control Z for now, bring it back in. So it doesn't take much to get the UTM in there. It's just, or to make it visible or whatever. So, of course, they're not going to be visible anyways. I don't think the UTM. Well, the UTM would be visible actually. I'm almost certain. Let me just keep going with this. Got a little bit of time, and then we'll. Yeah, we don't have too much of the lake to do. Where is that? Oh, that's the Welland Ship Canal. Okay. Wasn't sure for a minute, so I'm gonna keep going out. That's what I want to do. Just keep going out for a bit here. So I'm gonna we'll go back to yeah, we want to go to a high radius, low sensitivity. Set the height to 770. Alright, what the heck's going on now? Is it there? I can't even see it. What the heck just happened? Oh, that's why. Is that why? Oh, the baseboard disappeared or something. Oh, wait a minute, what's going on here? Oh, I see. See, I can't even see it now because what's happened is... Oh, wow. Well, that's kind of scary. So what's happened is I've got into a paint area where it's basically gonzo. That looks like Georgian Bay. Okay, so then I go right back to use height. Well, that's strange. I'm not sure why the coloration is looking different. Is it because of the sensitivity? I don't know. Let me see. No. Use a height of 70. At some point, the height just doesn't want to go down anymore, and I'm not too sure what the hell's going on. And I'm not too sure if it's the dem height or what the hell it is. See, it will not let me set the height. See what I mean? I'm right there. I'm right on it now. Okay, that time it worked. Just want to be sure I'm... See how that one? That's just sticking there. And it goes so far and then it just says, okay, I'm not going to do it anymore. Like even along the sides here. See, the height starts going down. That's one thing I'm noticing. Let's try this here. And I'm not too sure exactly what it is. See, it does not want to stay at that height. I could try sensitivity. I'll put it up way high, see what happens. Maybe it's not, maybe it's, that was could have been my fault, I don't know. Hello? Okay. Well, it's 10:52 already. Okay, it's the sensitivity. So I have to keep it high for getting the height, but so it's my fault. All right, so where are we here? Oh, good, I could just see it from here. How far out do I have to see it for? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go from here anyways. Oh, I'm so close. I do want to get that far. So what I did was I'm moving it across this way. Now I'm going to add the water again. Okay, there we go. Now it's... That one isn't working as much, though. See, I don't know why some of these little white areas do that, but it's just kind of weird. It's like a reflection or something. I don't know what it is. It's a hell out of me. Just want to get it to the back and then take a look at it, see how it looks. It's going to get up to my bedtime here. I'm not going to be taking you guys through all of this. This is going to be a lot of grunting, unfortunately. You and my son would probably get bored of this. I just wish there was a magic fill button, but I haven't found one. And let's hope this is the height I decide to stick at, which I'm pretty sure it is. Because if I had to change the height, oh boy, that would be a pain. Not to say it's not possible, but it would just be a pain, that's all. I'll just leave it at that. Okay, so we're at the back of the final baseboard. And the whole purpose of going that far with the baseboards is just to give it some depth. Okay, what is going on in the middle here? I still don't know what the hell's going on there. Let me just check something here. Okay, everything that is there is fine. Well, see, then I lose it there. See, right there. It does not want to lower that part, no matter what I do. Oh well, let's see what it looks like from over here. I mean, I don't know if it's random or like a wave pattern or... It's weird looking. Alright, let's just see what it looks like from up the top here. Okay, I can barely see it, but yeah, it draws out as it gets closer. And it's only showing so many baseboards, which is fine. It's not loading, it's just that's only showing so many baseboards. There's LODs on these, which is fine. Kind of figured there would be. I have no idea why it's doing this stuff here, but I'm okay with it. It kind of looks like waves or something. Looks a little strange, but whatever. So I got a long way to go to get the Lake Ontario scene done. Lake Erie, yeah, about the same. I don't think it's going to be visible from Font Hill like I had hoped, but we'll see. The height might be enough to warrant it. I don't know. I doubt it. Considering I'm back here, where the hell am I where I lose sight of it? That's what I gotta find out. Oh, that'll be a good idea right there. So I still have it there. Barely see it. That's a long way. That's just to here though, so yeah, Font Hill's going to be a stretch, which is okay. I mean, when we're down here and we're along the escarpment, you know, no. I was wondering what the hell that little dip was there, but that's just a creek. So as we're coming down the rail line and hitting it across there, yeah, that's going to be a nice view. This will all be filled up with lake. If I can get the heights to, that whole white area will be, for the most part, not all of it, but a lot of it will be filled up with lake. Yeah. So it's gonna look good. Looking forward to that part. That part's it takes a lot of grunt work, but I would imagine, you know, putting on some I don't know, some tunes or something in the background, or a web podcast or whatever, and just paint the lakes in. That'll be fine. And then from there, the next one would be probably the Niagara River. Get that in there. I mean, in reality, I should be working on the track, but I'll probably work with my son on that. He seems interested in that stuff more. He likes the scenery, don't get me wrong, but not when it's boring, repetitive crap like this. I don't blame him. I don't like it, but I don't know why that's doing that. That's just bizarre. It is strange. Okay, so let's save this. I don't like the looks of that. Okay, did that actually save? I guess it did. I'll say don't save because I'm pretty sure it saved. That was a little scary. Okay, thank you for the 2 likes. I always appreciate it. And yeah, we'll end it for tonight. I don't know when I'll be back on. It won't be tomorrow night, I don't think. Could be as far late as Sunday. And also I'm posting less and less on the forums now. I may be taking them down, to be quite honest, because they're pretty useless. Other than the blog, there's nothing more. Nobody else uses them, so. But this is still very much interested in this, even though it does some weird things, but I'm okay with that. Looking forward to the operation. Okay, guys, I gotta get going to bed, so we'll talk to you later. See ya.